let's read this. Warning. If you will complain about eating noises give you hives, you have misonophonia. I keep wanting to say phobia. Fat people should only eat salad, diabetes, and carbs. You hate watching people eat. You may want to sit this one out. What do you mean this one? I'm pretty much sure that's all of your videos, Chantal. So you wouldn't have any viewers if you didn't have all of us haters, right?
Well, hello guys.
Oh, is that a new
I have a
Pennington's
special
on
treat
song?
for myself and for you.
Not for me. No, thank you. I don't eat like you.
I never thought I would eat this again. Probably shouldn't, but...
What did I have today? Let me think. What did I had a cup of coffee, and then I had I got some tofu and I put it in the air fryer with a little sriracha and soy sauce. And then we went out shopping. We did a little grocery shopping, and then I had a Korean corn dog, and that's it. That's all I'm going to eat today. I'm stuffed.
I know I shouldn't. Oh my gosh.
That looks disgusting.
This is a Italian poutine. Don't get mad at me, Italians. I know. There's nothing
There's
Italian
no such
about
thing
it.
about Italian poutine.
That's for sure.
Sorry, dogs.
And yeah, I'm in the...
Sorry, my son tried to come in the room. My lady's like a guard dog if anybody opens my bedroom door. So that's why she barks.
Yeah, I'm pretty much living in the Kia. All right. This is going to be so messy. Oh my gosh. It's overflowing.
Oh my goodness. Come on.
Yum. Sounds like fried.
Come on. Are you serious right now? Like who? And she's prettier than all of us. Wow.
Meat sauce, like spaghetti sauce,
That's disgusting.
and mozzarella cheese.
That is disgusting.
And there's a rumor that this place gets their cheese from the mafia. It's such a stupid rumor, but anyway, oh my gosh. The fork is bending.
That wasn't funny. That's kind of a racist trope, Chantal. So congratulations at proving yourself to be a racist once again. So I'm assuming all Italians are in the mafia, according to you.
All right, brace yourselves for a shh.
That's disgusting.
If I could ever get the... This is going to be messy. Sorry if you don't like
and you're eating in your
messiness,
car.
but... Okay.
Whatever happened to that tray car? You know what? I can't even believe they made that. When I first saw her with that tray that hooks onto your steering wheel, I was shocked. I didn't even know that such a thing existed. Where is yours, Chantal? Don't you have it in your the back seat with all the other crap wigs and whatnot back there? Disgusting. It's so cheesy. For the feeders. Look at that dripping. Oh, for the feeders.
What is this? Even my tray wouldn't be able to hold this.
Oh, the tray.
I don't know where my tray is. Gosh, you guys.
That is so weird. Chantal, me and you thinking the same. That's kind of scary for me.
So this is from Louis Pizzeria, which is like a classic, which is like an icon around here.
Wait a minute.
But
I don't know, but why does that shirt, that hideous, probably Pennington shirt, looks like it's either a shower curtain hole or a curtain hole, like you hang up on the curtain rods? Oh my God. Is that a freaking shower curtain? You have the worst taste in clothing, Chantal, and food.
It's owned by the friendliest little Greek man.
How do you know he's Greek?
I haven't had a grape soda in a long time.
Oh my. Diabetes who? Just what every diabetic needs,
I know,
some
I know.
grape soda. And carbs, pasta,
He's been
cheese.
working there like every day. Used to be him and his
that's
wife,
something
and
you don't know
it's
about.
so sad and heartbreaking, but his wife passed away from cancer, I think a few years back.
How do you know? Jeez. That's disgusting. Yeah, somebody's riding a motorcycle by my house right now.
And
Those
I went
filthy
to
fingers. Disgusting. Poop fingers.
elementary school with one of his daughters.
Oh, here we go. Memories of childhood again.
And whenever your family owns a restaurant, I used to be so jealous and envious because she could literally call up any hour of the day
Oh my goodness.
and ask for food, and they would bring it to her. But
Imagine that. Being envious because somebody that you know as an elementary school child, you're jealous because their family owns a restaurant. If that doesn't say a lot right there, damn.
she didn't really eat much.
Why? Did you steal her food? Are you thinking of a lie right now? Just a weird pause.
So every lunch hour at school,
Did you steal her food, Chantal?
well, we were eating bagged lunches we were not happy with. She would get one of the restaurant's delivery people. They would bring her lunch. They would bring her poutine every day.
You know, if if my husband ever saw me sitting there eating this, he would probably slap it out of my hand. I mean, wow, Chantal, your husband really loves you
And she was popular because
because of food.
every day, like, she didn't eat much, right? So she would have, like, she would take a few mousy bites of the poutine.
Okay, now, why are you paying attention to this other girl and how her eating habits, Chantal? If that doesn't say creeper right there and how you watch people eat, that's like telling right there because every time you've had a video with Pete's, you've watched him eat. When you had videos with Skeletor El Shami, you watched him eat. It's like you have an obsession. It's weird. It's creepy.
And then give the way arrest to whoever it called dibs first.
Sure. Are you sure you didn't steal that? Just throw that on the floor. Throw those.
It was like
pieces of
winning the
meat on the floor.
lottery. Well, she had to somewhat like you.
And she didn't like you,
As
let me
well,
guess.
obviously,
Let
right?
me guess. She didn't like you.
So you would have kids like at the first recess, usually going up to her, running to her. Whoever got there first, dibs on your poutine, Nini.
That's so disgusting. Disgusting. Sorry for in this video, because I know everybody's gonna be like the eating noises. I'm sorry. Look at her. Look at that sleeve. Filthy. Disgusting. Full of food. Pig.
Or in class, someone would be brave and like tap her, like, hey.
Can you imagine parking in a parking lot and parking next to Chantal and seeing a woman like looks like a scuba diver eating this giant portion of some type of sauce covered crap? Can you imagine? I'm surprised people don't take photos. It's like seeing Bigfoot.
Can Can I have dibs on your poutine today at lunch?
Look at your hands. Filthy. Look at... Oh my goodness, I can't.
Because their gravy,
Oh Lord, the
even this
gravy.
sauce, the Italian sauce,
The Italian sauce.
homemade, you can tell, and it's like so unique.
What exactly is the Italian sauce, Chantal? Are you talking about like Sunday gravy? Is that what you're talking about? The Italian sauce.
Tasting and delicious. Anyway, so
You're going to offend many Italians with this video.
I think I got it a couple of times.
A couple, I call bullshit.
There was one time I was like her best friend for like a week straight, and I had
What?
I got.
Let me guess. Did you kiss her ass to be your best friend so you could get those snacks?
I have puts in like all the time because she was like, "No, my best friend's getting it."
Oh man. Well, that just shows right there. You were her best friend, so you probably did kiss her ass for a week in order to get the poutine. And that just shows how you manipulate and use people to get what you want and then throw them to the side. So that another example of how this behavior started in childhood, the manipulation, all of this crap.
And
Why do
then
you constantly dig in your food?
in
What are you trying to
grade-
find in there?
I think grade 8, grade 7 or 8, I was really good friends with her.
Let me guess. Keep your friends close, but keep your enemies closer. I'm sure you probably didn't even like this girl, but you were keeping her close because you wanted the food. Disgusting.
And she would invite me over
Pig.
for sleepovers all the time. And my mom was probably like, yeah, please get out of here. Go sleep over.
You know, I want to ask a question right now in this video because I'm a news, I'm obsessed and I'm an addict of watching the news. I watch every channel. I read a lot of stuff. You know, I like to do that because I like to have a well-rounded opinion about things. Although I might, disagree with people's opinions or whatever, I'm willing to listen to people's opinions and take it in. I would like to ask a question. Okay, since you were, putting out your protests for the people of Palestine, the people in the Gaza Strip, and you were so against Israel and you were protesting, you're not going to eat any food from these places or whatever, in protest. So the last video, and I did point it out in the video, Tim Hortons is a supporter of Israel. Not only that, I'm sure you know about the current famine situation that's going on in Palestine due to the blockades, not letting relief aid in and all of that, Chantal. I'm sure, many of you have seen the pictures of starving people and children that's going on there now. How can you, Chantal, as an alleged, and everybody knows it's probably cosplay, Muslim woman, sit there in your car and eat this amount of food and not feel guilty? How don't you feel guilty? You need to answer that question. You need to make a statement about that because I find it hypocrisy, as Glitter Tits likes to say.
Your friends. I'm kidding. Actually, she didn't like me to sleep over too much, but she didn't like me to sleep there because the parents were always like not there. They were always working.
Well, would you want? I mean, as a mother, I wouldn't want my child
And she
around
had
you
an older
either.
brother who like had always had friends over.
Maybe
And
they
their-
didn't want you
their
over
parents had a
because
bar
you
in the
probably
basement
tried
and they
to
would get
pork
into,
the older brother.
The ouzo. They were Greek.
Did you drink that ouzo?
So They had a pool, so we would just swim a lot. Listen to Weezer.
Weezer? Do you have any other memories besides elementary school? It's so weird to me. Like, I remember things from elementary school, but that's not like what I talk about. Like, if I was 40 years old, I don't think that that's what I'd be talking about. Damn. A
And she was
loser.
like,
Look at the filthy hands.
if you're hungry,
The
just order
neuropathy
something from the
doesn't let
restaurant.
her feel the filthiness.
So, like, I would just pick up the phone. The restaurant's on speed dial. And I would order, like, hey, can I have a pizza? Can I have poutine?
Look at the filthy hands. Goodness, I can't. I am just cringing right now. I can't. Oh my god, look at the fingers,
So all
the
that to
filthy
say,
fingers.
when I come here, back to Canada,
Oh.
I get very
I'm like
nostalgic
literally
to
screaming
eat
in my brain right now in
all of the
disgust.
things that I used to love, or all of the things that used to be like comfort foods, you know?
And like the little warning that she had at the beginning of the video, you should have included the filth, because that's what's like literally cringing me out, and I'm screaming in my brain. I'm screaming in my brain. And if you're a fan of Seinfeld, the episode where Elaine's on the crowded subway and she's like screaming in her head, that's literally what I'm doing right now.
Grape soda.
Disgusting. Tastes like
It's
cough
always my
syrup.
favorite.
It's gross.
So,
And you zoom in on that on purpose. Way to go. So meaty. You should say that for the feeders.
it's honestly the best. It really is.
You know what? If you're gonna make feeder content, because everybody knows that's what you're doing, I swear, I honestly believe that Amber Lynn and Chantal have one main feeder in common, and that's the person that's funding these videos. I mean, I just have this weird feeling because I find it kind of odd they do things in a similar way, and especially because they have that same necklace, that heart necklace. I think that's like when they show that necklace or whatever. Chantal hasn't been showing it because of her cosplay going on right now, but that's like a hello to whoever that feeder is. Now, if you're going to do the feeder content, Chantal, I think you should include more moaning and things like that to make if let the feeder get his money's worth. Come on. Digging in that
There's not many
thing
halal
again.
restaurants. Maybe
Yes, there is. There's many
a
halal
couple.
restaurants. Come
There's
on.
like shawarma places. And there's one halal restaurant I want to try, but it's closed for Eid until like the 18th.
You know what a halal place is? A halal place is cooking your own food at home. But guess what? You can't do that because you're homeless.
I have my counseling on the 18th.
Okay. As someone who has a psychiatrist and has been in therapy for the things that I've been through in my life, being raised by heroin addicts, alcoholics, and take a pick. I mean, my life story is nuts. Maybe I'll write a book one day. I don't know. It takes years of therapy to get where I'm at today, to be able to function with all the crap that I've been through. And I know there's many, many of you out there that have like horrible tragedies, horrific things that you have gone through as well. And you have been to therapy, and you know it takes many, many years to get through things, to get over things, and to be able to function in society. Chantal thinks, obviously, that she's going to do a couple of, therapy. I don't even think she'll probably even go to therapy. I think she's probably, as far as she's going to get, she's going to do the intake. And that's probably as far as she's going to get. She probably won't see a therapist. Let's just say that.
I'm actually looking forward to talking to someone about my feelings about what's going on.
Feelings about
with
what?
Everything.
World politics?
There's been so much
What?
that's happened in my life since
What?
the last time I ever had therapy, which I think was like
What?
a while ago. Anyway.
What has happened in your life, Chantal?
And yeah, I do hate it.
This is the type of stuff that makes me angry, and I'm sure it makes other people angry, because she talks about the things that she's been through in her life. The thing that she alleges that Skeletor El Shami did to her, alleged, I don't know. Basically, she self-inflicted that upon herself. It's not like she was living with this dude or had children with this dude. If anything, if any abuse even happened, I don't know. I honestly, there might have been some little slapping around that maybe happened. I don't know, but I don't think it's to the extent that she says it was. And not only that, for her to say the things that she's been through, let me think about the things that I've been through. And I'm sure other people can relate. The first person that I have ever known to get killed in a gang shooting, I was 6 years old. That's one of the things. Another thing, my mother was raped. I was raped. I've been beaten. I've had my arm broken. I've seen people do heroin. What else? I've seen the worst one of all, the one that kind of really did it to me. My son died in front of me. So, and I could go on and on with the things that have happened to me. I'm not here to trauma dump, but I'm saying that because I know there's many of you out there that have been through similar things and get angry at Chantal when she talks about the things that she's been through, because she's been through fuck all.
Because I don't like talking about these things, really.
Please. She's using it for sympathy.
But I'm gonna do it.
And let me just say this, when I say things about the things that I've been through, or the things, the health issues that my son had for 21 years, I don't do that to trauma dump. I don't do that to gain sympathy from other people, because I know for me to say that, there might be somebody else out there that's going through a similar situation. And I know from personal experience, to find out that there's somebody else going through through the same thing that I've been going through, it kind of gives you comfort in a way to know that, I'm not the only one, that there's other people as well. Chantal does this just for sympathy, for people to feel sorry for her. She's like an emotional vampire. She feeds off that, as well as crap food.
Ooh. Won't be able to eat all this, I can tell you.
Sure. Imagine the toilet after eating all of this.
Definitely will have leftovers.
Imagine the smell of that car. It's probably permanently
So I'm not sure
smells
when
like
I'm leaving.
grease.
I'm not even sure what I'm doing.
You're eating crap is what you're doing. That's the entire time you've been in Canada.
With my life, but I'm just taking it
Wait
day
a
by
minute.
day for now.
I thought you were going back to Kuwait to your handsomest man.
I'm getting very worried about the situation in the Middle East, honestly.
Oh, now all of a sudden. You're getting worried. Wait a minute. You're getting worried about the situation in the Middle East. Really, Chantal? That situation has been going on for decades. This is not a new situation. Maybe you need to familiarize yourself with the proxy situation there, because I don't know if you know it, but across from your apartment, across the Gulf, there's a country right there that could bomb Kuwait, and they would bomb Kuwait because of its relationship with the United States. So have fun. You need to learn about the
I know I don't
history.
typically talk about politics on my channel, but like, I'm legit worried about there's like Iran has now struck Israel, and it's like,
First of all, Iran didn't strike anything because Israel had help with the United States, and I think the United Kingdom. They have a tremendous, I guess, protection with I forgot what it's called, where they're able to get the drones and the missiles and whatever. So Iran really didn't do anything. I'd be scared at what Israel is going to do back. That's what you need to be scared of.
in retaliation
Yeah.
for their embassy being bombed, or, you know,
That happened in
I think that's what happened.
Syria.
So things are getting bad over there.
What do you mean things are getting bad, Chantal? That's what I'm saying. You're like oblivious to that entire situation over there. Do yourself a favor and you know what? I would go as far back, if you want to read something, start with the history of Russia and Afghanistan. Start there and then just keep going with that. You'll kind of get the gist of what's going on.
You know, and I just worry, obviously.
Worry about what? Yeah, you look real worried. That's what I'm saying. You're real worried, Chantal. Real worried about that current situation in the Middle East while you're shoveling all that crap into your face. You're real worried. Pig. Disgusting.
I just want to say, like, a genuine I'm sorry for, like, if I was ever mean to you.
You've been mean to me multiple times.
Because I've lashed out at viewers. I've been pretty nasty. I've said some mean things. Even if it's out of anger, self-defense, whatever.
And that's one reason why I started not to like you. I don't hate you because I don't hate anybody. But when you were manipulating with that whole Skeletor El Shami thing, and I was trying to give you advice as somebody who's been actually abused in a relationship, and what did you do? You shit all over me. So then that's when I created this channel about you. So I don't accept your apology.
I really don't like being that way and hurting other people. So
lies. You love
if
it.
I hurt
you feed
if I'm
off of it.
responsible for that or offending you, I apologize. Like, truly I do. And that just includes everybody. And I'm sorry, you know, for things I've said.
Sure. Until next week, we'll see.
Recently or during Cuba Rage.
You know what? I'm going to say this. I will put that apology on pause, and I will say, let's just see how your behavior goes, Chantal. If you are truly sorry, then your behavior will change. If you slowly revert back, which we all know you probably will do, that apology is full of crap, and we all know it is. So stop. Proof is in the actions. We haven't seen it. And you can go ahead and say, you don't owe us anything. Yeah, you do. You do. As a public figure, you have all these viewers that you've offended with all your crap. Yeah, you do owe it to your viewers for better content, better behavior, and more apologies than this.
I hated my existence back then.
You still hate it now.
You
Look
know,
at yourself sitting in a car eating that crap. This is not a person that
but it's
loves
no excuse. I
themselves.
have to be careful about how I treat people, how I talk to people. You know, that's the only thing I can control. Losing
Sorry
my
about the
channel
dog.
for a week, like getting a strike for my behavior towards another person, was eye-opening for me because I was like, but I was responding to somebody hating on me, and it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter.
First of all, Kalari doesn't hate you. You're just a vile person, and the reason it makes you vile is everything she says, Kalari, is on point. You might not like her delivery because she's very direct. That's one thing I like about her is she's very direct in what she says. And that's one thing you don't like. You don't like when people are direct and call you out on your crap. And what's the first thing you do? Typical Chantal move is you either go after where somebody lives, like you look into the background, like you did with FFG, calling her Motel 6, whatever, or the number one thing that you do is you go after somebody's looks because you're so shallow and you think, making a dig at somebody's looks is really going to get to them. Well, guess what? It doesn't. It doesn't get to all people, Chantal, at all. It just shows how shallow and disgusting you are.
Sounds so juvenile. Like, I do need to grow up in that way. I need to accept that. I can't stop. I'm on the internet. I can't stop people from hating on me. No, not everyone's going to like me, you know?
Exactly.
And people are going to call me names or whatever and just point things out about me, whatever. They're going to criticize me.
Like, and you're learning this at 40 years old. That's what's scary. Why you think everybody likes me? No, not there's not a lot of people that like me as well. I try to do my best. I try not to go after people, but Chantal, that's your MO. If you don't like somebody, you go the low route and you go take digs and things like that. That's just in your DNA.
And,
You'll do it again.
I look like crap going back and raging against something that I don't like and doing the same thing, calling someone names or whatever.
Because that's what you do.
So it was eye-opening for me, honestly, about my own behavior.
Why? Like, this boggles the mind right now. Why, at this moment in time, is she doing this? There's something else underlying that's going on. The reason for her to be saying this stuff. Is it for visa reasons? Is it for the scamming of the Canadian healthcare system reasons? I don't know. But I call bullshit on all of this. Apologies, her behavior. She realizes it now, blah, 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 blah. It's all BS.
I don't like myself that way.
Yeah, while you shove it in. Shove it in the face hole. You're full of crap.
So, I have spaghetti sauce mouth like the kids in first grade. Remember I told you about that guy?
That's called jaundice. That's not spaghetti sauce. It's your liver failing.
I got this shirt as a gift for my birthday as well.
It's ugly. It's an ugly shirt. Throw it away.
I had a birthday celebration.
Looks like curtains with the little holes for the rods.
I think I was on a strike anyways. And we went to my favorite restaurant and
what?
He got me like a bunch of like
Taco Bell?
Arabic desserts, and he paid for my new glasses.
Those glasses are ugly. Throw those away as well. They're hideous.
Also paid for most of the trip here, so.
Sure. With what job?
And then I got from
sure.
my family, we had some celebrations with different family members.
Celebrations.
I just bounce around when I'm here.
Celebrations. You really think like they're having like parades and celebrations for Chantal? Oh my goodness. Chantal's returned to Canada. Let's celebrate her. Let's love her. Do you really think that they were doing that? Get out.
And I got a bunch of clothes. I'll have to show you guys everything. Some really cute things.
If anything, you know what it reminds me of? I just had a flash. I don't know the name of the episode. It's a Twilight Zone episode with that kid. And the kid was like, could do like evil things with his brain, like make people disappear and all that. That's maybe why her family is being nice to Chantal, because if they know if they're not nice to Chantal, the Chantal rage is going to get them. So they have to be nice to be safe.
And I'll do a separate vlog about my birthday.
Nobody cares.
Well,
No one cares.
I'll show you guys what I got and stuff.
If the shirt is an example, nobody wants to see that.
I will do some live streams, just maybe like tomorrow or something. I just have been really sick.
Sure.
I can't believe that, but now I'm better, obviously.
You're really sick. Really sick eating that crap.
I'm eating pretend.
Look at her teeth.
When I was sick, I
filthy
swore,
teeth.
I'm like,
Look like you've been chewing on yellow crayons.
Another bad thing for me ever again. Anyway, I'm not going to eat the rest of this. I'm going to...
Yeah, you will. Shut up.
And, you know, I'm still eating, like, some crap stuff. And, you know, I'm going to try to...
What do you mean I'm still eating some crap stuff? What? What? No. You are? I'm shocked.
Wean off of it, but... And eat less of it. But, it's hard.
It's not hard. It's not hard at all.
Nostalgia. It's weird.
Nostalgia.
Anyway... That's how, I think Tammy Slayton, she was asked, like, you know, how she lost weight. She had the surgery, but also, she said she would still eat things like spaghetti and pizza, but just, like, way less. So, like, when she was in the, I think this was before her surgery, though, actually. When she was in the rehab facility, they would give her spaghetti, but just, like, less of it with some salad. Or pizza, maybe one slice. So I just have to, like, you know. Anyway, enough of that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
You know what? Let's look at that. I don't think anybody enjoyed this video because it was all full of lies and crap. And Chantal, I don't think anybody believes this whole feel sorry for me, I apologize, all that BS, Chantal. Nobody cares. So, nobody in the Western world wants you. So pack on up and head back to the Middle East so you could be there in time for World War III. Congratulations. So that's it for me, everybody. So I'll see you when I see you. Bye.